It's like the eve before the eve of Memorial Weekend.
Yes.
We're here on Thursday. Oh, I like
fantastic.
it. We have a lively little crowd out there today.
I know. They look great.
Don't they? They look fun. Hi. Nice.
I didn't realize that the seats went all the way up to
I
the
know,
back,
right?
like the Letterman studio.
Like
That's
the nosebleeds.
excellent.
Hey, up there. Hey. Ah. You too can win your chance to sit on the show. And I'm sure we have a lot of House Seats members tuning in today, too.
Well, hello, House Seats
Hello, House
members.
Seats members. We have the lovely Kevin Burke here today.
Lovely. Oh, that's
Lovely.
awesome. I like
Handsome,
that. That works.
Attractive.
Handsome. Sure.
Very nice shirt.
keep going,
The
keep going.
Paisleys.
You know, I like the paisley.
It's nice.
Yeah.
You look very nice.
Thank you.
You know, sometimes we get performers in here, they got tank tops. They're looking a little, like
Slovenly.
worn and like, I'm going to my show after this.
Yeah,
It's fine.
that's no good.
You know, all those hardworking children that come in here. They're wonderful, though. So normally at the top of the show we do kind of a weekend review, and we were kind of gallivanting around all last week. So we're going to kind of share it. You can give commentary on anything that you appropriately want to say. You can say anything you want to say. You can F-bomb your way through it if you need to, because this is on the internet. So.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah,
All right,
there we
cool.
go. The first F-bomb of the day while we're drinking our, what is this? This is Buffalo Trace Kentucky bourbon. Here, try this.
yeah, I wanna try that.
I have not been drinking on the show for the last little while.
I'm from Indiana, so
You are.
I'm very familiar with
He's
Kentucky.
familiar
bourbon.
with Kentucky. Oh, yeah. You got a little savoring of it first there. That's nice, huh?
I do detect a trace of buffalo.
Yeah. That's from the caveman. He would know his buffalo. Yeah.
That's actually not bad.
That's nice,
pretty
right?
Good. Yeah, I like that. Very smooth.
So we're having a little today. You have a hidden McDonald's one back there.
You know what? I'll just whip it out. There you go. How you like that?
Clearly, it's not the first time someone has said that on this show. I think Andrew Ragone said that to me, and I probably lost my shit that day.
Who's Andrew Ragone?
He was.
I apologize
So he
for not
was in
knowing.
Showstoppers at the
Oh,
Wynn.
yeah.
And then he was in Phantom of the Opera at the Venetian prior to that. Is he in the Is he in the traveling cast that's coming next week? No, we'll miss him again. So Scott has a multitude of photos from my weekend. I don't know if he knows what order they go in. We probably
All
didn't
right.
talk prior to the show, but
Let's
whatever
go to
order
the
he throws,
monitor.
let's go to the monitor. Let's go to the monitor. What do you have? Oh well, okay. So we'll go backwards in forwards or times. So last night we went to Celine Dion, who
It's fantastic.
you know, I have to say, I have seen her show. Oh Lord, we've seen her show. Yeah, stick that you blah blah blah. So I don't know the lyrics.
You just stop talking for a minute.
Dalton will kill me. He's digging on this song. Was this your wedding song?
No,
Okay.
no.
Speaking of stop talking,
But if you could,
I think she never stopped talking in the show yesterday.
If you could queue up, I drove all night for later. That would be awesome.
Of course, he can queue up anything.
Fantastic. I know she talks very much. She is a very quiet person.
You know-
do you know that backstage they call her Madame?
They do.
They refer to her as Madame. Yes.
This I did not know.
I got to meet Madame backstage
Okay,
before
okay.
a show, and she was wonderful. She was absolutely
yeah,
wonderful.
yeah.
She's very gracious.
Yes.
And now it's like, down to 2 minutes before showtime, and I said, "Don't you have to do a vocal warm up?" And she said, "No, the first song is my warm up." And I'm like, "Okay."
Wow.
Guess what the first song was? Frickin' Open Arms by
Open Arms.
Journey.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
With
I
those
love that
high
song.
soaring
Yeah.
Steve Perry notes. That's her
That's her
vocal
warm-up song.
warm up. That's how good she is.
Nice. See, I'm glad to hear you say this because last night, it's the first time I've seen the show since her husband passed. And I always end up sitting in the same place. My friend over there who does the sort of the press seats. I always used to sit at the show when she had a new day, the first show she had back in early 2000s. And then when she had her other show and then came back with this one, he always stood in the same spot right by the sound booth.
Right.
And you could always tell that he was kind of talking in her ear, like, stop talking. Or like, because her show is very, her show in the past has been very, produced in the sense, like,
Yeah, right?
she probably talked after the first song for about 30 minutes, talking about the Coliseum,
Wow.
talking about her career. I mean, I loved it.
Wow, yeah.
And my husband had never seen Celine ever, so he didn't know what he was in for. So he can take all the talking. And then Dalton and I are just laughing because my partner at the restaurant, because he went too. He's a big Celine fan, and we just laughed. She's like a comedian.
Yeah.
She called herself Little Jerry Seinfeld in there too. She started doing a spiel and her light movements.
Yeah. She's very amusing.
Yeah. She is amusing, and so
Look
she
at that
changed
set.
up. She
Look at
she
my
changed
gosh.
up a lot of the show. So
How much does all of that cost?
a lot of money.
Oh.
And she, of course, this is the obligatory shot I had to get before the rain comes down for the "My Heart Will Go On" sequence.
course,
where
yeah.
Have you seen the show, Keely? Have you seen the show? Have you seen the shows? Have any of you seen the show? Oh my God! Oh my God, you have to see this show. We'll have to all go to this one. That'll be an outing for all of us. This show is this show is spectacular. I mean, she has put on not nearly as many performances you have in Las Vegas as I've read about, but she has performed over
but as we can
times.
see, she does volume.
Yeah, 4,000 people, 4,000 bodies in that showroom. And yeah, they put me front and center, or not front and center, but like orchestra center straight on, like no one over me to take photos. And I'm the worst photo taker in the show. Ask Scott. Like Scott always asks for photos. And he's like, "Your photos suck." So I always make my husband take the shots. So did you take? My husband took most of those because I'm one of those people.
You're supposed to turn the phone cam sideways. You know that, right? Okay, I'm just saying.
Oh my God!
I'm just saying.
Kevin is our new producer.
Yeah, right.
No, it is true. So yes, no, it's funny because I'm one of those old school people. When I go to a show, I don't like taking my phone out. Mm-hmm. Like everybody, like this woman had an iPad come out, like the big iPad, like my thing, like putting this up there. I'm like, they stopped her because I think she was videotaping the show, which they to attempt to say no.
At Elton, they ruthlessly seek out anybody with a phone up during the show.
I reminded everybody before the show when we were going through security, her very first show, if you remember A New Day, the first show she did with Dragone, with the Circus kids, they confiscated your camera at the front. Because we didn't have phone cameras back then. That was like 2002, 2003.
Jurassic technology.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So they had a camera policy where you checked in your camera with the security guard before you went into the show.
Wow.
So you weren't tempted to pull out your camera and use it.
Wow. Because you don't take pictures of Madame.
Take pictures in a show.
No, no. We had, over the years, we've had our tech person has a little laser.
Yeah.
And when somebody would pull a phone out, he would put the laser dot on their phone. So you're watching the people going,
that's awesome.
And he's following it with the laser. And they would eventually get the hint and put it away.
That is not caveman technology. That is
that's high tech, baby.
You are pointed out. It is you are on the list. What else did we do over that? We had for the red eyes, wonderful. There's Chelsea. So we did a juvenile diabetes event this last weekend. That's my partner at the restaurant. I have a restaurant here in town. That's Dalton and Chelsea, and then me and my husband Jason. And we were able to, we gave away a DW Bistro. That's our restaurant. We gave away a package for the juvenile diabetes event where you could bring 100 people to our new restaurant for a party. And we ended up auctioning off 2 because there were bidders going against each other. So we gave the auctioneer the go-ahead to give away 2. So we raised $31,000 for JDRF.
That's amazing.
On that night, yeah.
That's awesome. Amazing.
It was awesome. I felt really good.
I could have thrown in a couple of caveman tickets
exactly.
and generated $31.
$31.
Would have been all right.
It'd been all right.
Yeah.
It's been all right.
Everything helps.
It is. And what else do we have? I think, and then we also randomly, my friend never had a bar mitzvah. That's him right there. And
the one dressed as Harpo Marx.
Yeah, okay. That's me.
Oh, is that you? I was like a gay Harpo Marx. That's awesome.
That's the exact look I was going for.
Wow. Now there's a whole.
I was supposed to be
a whole original show is the Gay Marx Brothers.
Here we go. Well, you want to do this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that would be incredible.
I'm down. Well, you're a writer.
All right.
You're right. We can do this.
All right. I'm in.
I was supposed to be a disco. What did they call me? They called me. I was the disco rabbi, and they were supposed to come to me for like a special gift. And I failed miserably because Jay had given me, I think it was a Justin Timberlake fro from back in the early 2000s that I borrowed of his.
Yep.
And then he tried to put a little hairspray to make them come down like little Everyone else looked a lot better, but a gay Marx brother.
I don't think the Hasidic Jews wear the open shirt down to the navel. I'm just saying.
He wanted to dye my chest hair too.
Right.
He wanted to paint my chest hair darker.
Is that a glitter prayer shawl? Is that what that is?
He was also
nice?
He got a lot more hits than I did. He was another disco rabbi. He obviously looked more the part. That was Ryan. So the 45-year-old bar mitzvah. So it was a wild weekend.
And apparently Dave Attell showed up. Yeah.
Yeah. That was the birthday boy right there.
Okay.
Yeah. And then so we actually. I'm using this as another plug. We are opening a new restaurant at the World Market by the Smith Center, downtown Vegas. It's DW Kitchen and Bar.
I'm sorry, what's that name again?
DW Kitchen and Bar.
Fantastic. Serving what sort of food?
What were you serving? We're Jamaican style, New Mexican style cuisine. So we have
Jamaican, New Mexican fusion. Jerk chicken in fry bread.
And jerk you. Mm-hmm.
That would be
jerky
great.
With green chilies.
I don't even want to think about that.
Okay.
I'd eat it, though.
Yeah, it is really good.
Wait.
Well, and it's close to your show, so we can probably do a little thing. I'll contact John Bentham, and we'll try to figure out a
That
cross-promotion of show
would be
tickets.
awesome.
We'll have a caveman meal there. We'll have a caveman meal
that would be very cool.
You know.
This is true. This shirt that you've been admiring,
yes.
It's too big now, as you can see. Because I'm sure that
You're
with
shrinking.
the gay eye for style, you know
The
that
gay
this
eye
shirt
for
is
style.
too big on me.
I'm
I
not the
recently
style
lost 60
maven, but
pounds.
You did.
And it was on the
Nice.
paleo diet.
Oh,
Yeah.
everybody know about that? The caveman diet.
Yeah. Until
You need to start a book for this.
well, hang on. I
Yeah.
found out that cavemen were dead by age 30. So I've added in pizza and beer and bourbon
Got
just
it.
to kind of balance
you out. So
the
make
life
sure,
karma.
Yeah, to extend your lifespan for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
Extending lifespan, for instance, you have done over 3,500 shows here in Las Vegas with Defending the More
Yeah,
than that,
35,
probably.
yeah,
no?
probably 37, 3750-ish. It all blurs in my mind.
Well, you've been doing this since 2003.
Yep.
Is that correct? Here,
Well, I
in
was on the
Vegas?
Broadway tour
Yeah.
before we came to Las Vegas. I was
Okay.
doing like the Smith Center on their subscription series, like those kind of joints.
Yeah.
Did that, and then we came to Las Vegas in 2007. So
Okay.
we've been here for 10 years
Gotcha.
now.
And you were at Harrah's and downtown.
I were at the Golden Nugget, then we were at Excalibur.
Uh-huh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Shared the dressing room with Thunder from Down Under.
Now, that I want to hear about for sure.
The smell of shea butter was everywhere.
Yeah.
It's true. They
Pits and
love
shea
their shea
butter.
butter, those boys.
Oh, of course. I was going to say you maybe shared a dressing room with the Knights of the Round Table downstairs, too, but no.
Yeah, no. Didn't.
That'd have been the smell of horse shit.
I was going to say, I didn't know. That was back when I was on the Circus. That's
And
the
BO.
smell of home,
yeah,
my friend.
exactly.
Yeah, those. That wardrobe does not get dry cleaned down in the nights.
Nice. It's a ripe smell going on there. We have been doing house seats since 2005, and we put it together this morning that we have introduced over 22,000 house seats members to Defending the Caveman.
Wow. Well, thank you.
No, thank you.
Appreciate
I mean that is phenomenal that many people have been exposed to the
Yeah.
caveman idea.
That's great.
Because this is important for people to understand.
It actually
It is a timeless situation here in this show.
Yeah.
Because we just caught it. We caught it. My husband and I caught it like a couple nights ago, last week. Oh, we didn't even talk about it in the roundup. I don't have a photo. I didn't even take a photo with you. On
No
the way
photo.
out.
Yeah, no,
photo.
I was. Yeah, no,
Well, I think
nothing.
we surprised
Well,
you.
I'm
that
no
you were there
Celine
that-
Dion. I understand.
Remember, I don't pull my phone out.
How do I become a gay icon and become a must-take photo?
You could probably do your caveman in a more caveman-like loincloth.
You do not want that.
And you know
I'm
what?
56 years old. You do not want that. Trust me.
I think it's okay.
I have great legs.
Yeah.
If I could do it in
You
like
show off your legs, you might get a little bit
booty
more.
shorts,
Booty shorts.
and like a
wife
cotton,
beater or something,
no, just
yeah.
a cotton shirt and a vest, booty shorts,
and
then work boots.
yeah. I like
I
the
could do
idea.
that. I could do that.
We could be. I like that idea.
Yeah, I
you
could do
might
that.
get a few more people out there. Instagram your legs, Snapchat your legs, do all those things everybody does.
Well, that's a great.
Yeah.
You know what? We'll do that here in the. I will
Put
drop.
the show on Grindr.
I.
Right? Yeah.
That's the thing for guys who like to work in metal, right?
That's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe I may actually do a pants drop over there in front of your step and repeat, and you can judge the legs.
There is new. Hey, listen.
My legs are awesome.
Scott, if the ladies were able to take their tops off in our show, it has happened. There's been boob slips on certain cast members before. Right? Yeah, there has. Some dancers.
Slips or boob reveals.
Side boob.
Was it like a Madonna, like, oops, my bosom's popped
Something
out?
like that.
League
Something
of Their
like
Own
that.
thing?
Hasn't that happened? Didn't it happen with Jamie Hosick? I think it happened with her. I don't know. Look back on episode 23. I think it happened there. I don't even know.
Really?
what
Can we get that picture up?
Yeah. Yeah, it might have been with Becca Cody when her earrings. One of them dropped and she had to pick it up. I don't know something.
Oh, that's so sad.
She was the one. It was all Becca. I know. Rock of Ages girl. You know, she gets the tube top comes off in that kind of show. But,
Yeah.
because all those
Sad
those
when that
groupies.
happens.
I know. So take me on the road for you getting to Vegas, because you said you came here in 2007. So you were touring on the Broadway.
Oh, my friend, the story goes way back farther than that.
Take me to the caveman. Sure. Take me to your cave before you were
in Pleistocene times. I was a theater major in college.
Yeah.
And I was back in Chicago. I was working in various improv groups.
Yeah.
And taking classes at Second City, so
Yeah,
forth.
great place to be.
The obligatory thing, yeah. And then I got an offer to go to Ringling Brothers and Barnum and Bailey's Clown College.
Wow.
Which at that time was a 10.5-week boot camp for clowns. We were up at 10 in the morning. We were working at 10 in the morning, and we were done at 10 at night, and we were at a dead run the entire time. and we learned everything you need to learn about being a circus performer.
Yeah.
Of course, we learned how to
video of that, like becoming a clown.
I wished I'd have known, because there actually is. You know, if there is an internet wizard here in house who wants to do a video search on YouTube of Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Clown College, and then 1986 would have been the year they shot a whole little video about it.
I don't know if he knows how to type that fast on his computer.
I have no idea.
Might be able to.
No idea. One finger. So we learned how to do a teeterboard act where you do a somersault to somebody else. We learned everything. And then at the end of that, they offered me a contract with the circus. And
nice.
I had no intention of going to the circus.
Wow.
But then after, at the end of clown college, they had done such a great job of brainwashing us and pounding it into us that if you get offered a contract, you are one of the luckiest people on the planet.
Right.
And I went, I'm the luckiest person on the planet. And I accepted the job, and I was a circus clown for a year. And my take on it is, it's everything you would hope it would be and less.
Do you get a diploma for this?
Like absolutely.
What kind of diploma do you get?
It's a a goofy diploma that you're a bachelor of the clown arts and sciences or whatever it was. Yeah.
You know how to get in a car with 80 other guys.
In fact, I did. Yeah. The clown car gag that year was famous movie stars, and I was second to last out of the clown car, and I was King Kong. So I was in a full gorilla suit. I passed out in the heat in Houston. I heard the ringmaster vaguely going, "And King Kong." Nope.
He is out.
Yeah.
Did you get fired after that?
No, it happened.
This happens.
But here's what people don't know. You literally have 20 people packed into that car.
Yeah.
And it's all in the way you load the car.
Yeah.
You gut it from the firewall to the trunk, so there's nothing, right? And then you strategically arrange people. What you don't know, as someone who's never been in the car, is that there are daily farting contests in there. Yeah.
The Dutch oven in the car.
Yeah.
That's rough.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, my God. Oh, that would be toxic almost, for sure.
It
Especially if 20 of y'all had beans for the company meal beforehand.
Yep. You betcha.
Yikes.
Bunch of 20 to 25-year-old kids having farting contests.
I would die.
Yeah.
It's hard enough if it's just the dog next to you in bed or your husband or me. I don't know. I don't pass gas.
Yep.
No one's laughing at
me.
me.
So I'm sorry to destroy your circus
That's okay.
illusions.
No, you know what? But apparently, he hasn't typed that in fast enough on YouTube. But
He'll find it.
We did
He's a
YouTube.
genius.
We did YouTube another clip of you because there was a period in Vegas you did Laughternoon too.
Well, no. Adam London does Laughternoon.
Oh no, Laughternoon. Don't tell me.
No, that's not it.
Damn it! I knew it. Fits of Laughter.
Yes.
There we go. Because it was at the
It
Fitzgerald.
was at the Fitz, get it?
I remember. The Fits of Laughter. And there's a scene of you taking these gentlemen here doing Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, let's do that then.
This is brilliant.
Thank you. That is a bit that I developed on the circus.
They can, of course, hear on the TV. We can't.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, boy, if there was audio there, it would make a lot better sense.
But,
or no, we can do it ourselves.
Yeah. Do you do the fandango?
That's a bit that I developed on the circus.
Yeah, that was brilliant.
Thank you. And I did it in arenas all across the country.
I watched this YouTube clip this morning.
See how much weight I've lost
so
face.
hard.
Look at that chubby little face. Look at this right here.
Today.
Look at this moneymaker, baby.
This is your camera.
I'm looking right here.
Yeah. Perfect. Oh. The caveman diet. So you should. You know what? You could start a little blog about that for yourself. The real, true caveman diet,
right?
And what you eat on a daily basis.
You know, it was mostly it was caloric restrictions.
Yeah.
Eating better. I mean, I restricted myself down to about 1,100 calories a day.
Oh shit!
And my goal was every morning to get on the treadmill before noon and at least work off my breakfast. And then sort of whatever else I ate the rest of the day, I was still,
my gosh,
200 calories to the good.
Yeah. That's amazing.
Well, it worked. It was simple, and I'm sure that my doctor probably would not have recommended
No.
I was
going to say, I wanted to say you could start one of those at-home food deliveries and cook at home, but you'd get like a little brown sack. Like, here's your 1,100-calorie meal today.
Thanks.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some pretty big discipline, though.
Yeah.
For sure. So, in Caveman,
yes,
which you perform over now at the D.
Oh, by the way, I have to tell you about the...
Yeah.
There's me. Fits of Laughter.
Yeah.
We were originally at the Golden Nugget, and our show ended at 9 p.m. on the dot.
Yeah.
So that show, Fits of Laughter, was my own show. We ran those concurrently for 5 years.
Yeah.
Fits of Laughter started at 9:13 p.m. because that was the earliest I could get off stage and get on stage at the Fits.
I remembered this when we started listing it on House Seats because I said, who starts a show at 9:13? And I said, you know what? There's the old rule, like, you'll never forget what time your show is. It's not 9 o'clock or not. You always get confused. It's 9:30, 9 o'clock, 9:13. You won't forget.
It was the number one 9:13 p.m. show on earth.
The best damn 9:13 show you ever saw.
Well, and Caveman,
but it gave you enough time to.
Yeah, just enough time to catch.
So
my
is
breath.
this how? Because we were talking about this morning. We posted this on our Facebook. Is this?
I have done the show in shorts and Aloha shirt.
See, your legs do look like cheerleader legs for sure.
Thanks, man.
Look at your calf muscles. Those are
well,
pretty damn good.
I'll show you the calves.
We'll see those over on the red carpet.
I'll make that happen for you.
Do you So is this how you reached your Guinness record?
Huh?
Your Guinness record of
yes.
The 50 longest running like doing 50 consecutive, well, what is the record? I'm jumbling that up really bad.
Well, I suspected that we were entitled to the record for most performances of a one-man play.
Yeah. Gotcha.
And turns out we are.
Mm-hmm.
Hal Holbrook in Mark Twain Tonight has done roughly 2,800. I've crushed that old man hard with Caveman. Hard. I've ground him beneath my cave boot heel.
Gone. Gotcha.
But to prove that, I would have to get the company to, go back and document every performance. That's never going to happen.
Oh, gotcha. So it's
I went
Guinness.
So I went
Guinness certified, but it's Guinness.
No, it is not Guinness at all. The most performances. But what I did was I went and looked for a record that I could break.
Got it.
And I found most theatrical performances in 50 days. And I thought, I can break that.
Yeah.
What's the current record? The current record was 51. And I'm like,
we were talking about that. How many did they do? 50?
I can smash that just by showing up for work every day.
Yeah.
And over the course of 7 weeks, we crushed it with 60.
Nice.
And nobody's ever going to break that record.
Yeah.
Because there's some very odd rules to that. You have to have, I think, at least 200 seats in your venue.
Yeah.
The tickets have to be available through normal ticketing channels.
Right.
Every show has to be ticketed. You have to document how many tickets you sold.
Yeah.
And it has to be the exact same cast every single performance. Well, like in a Broadway show, they have swings coming in and out all the time as people get injured or want a day off or whatever. Right. So that's nobody's ever going to break that.
Gotcha.
Is my prediction.
So you can't do it in your living room and prove this is I showed up and I'm doing the show. You have to have. That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's a pretty amazing feat, right? Don't you think, y'all? Is that a pretty amazing feat? Clap out there in the nosebleeds.
Oh, there's boredom over there.
Nosebleeds. Hey, we see you.
Over the course of 7 weeks, I did take 2 nights off. I could have 63.
Yeah,
but I needed to take 2 nights off.
Have this record for yourself.
Yep.
Yeah. The show, and so to get into the show is timeless. And we were talking about it before the show started. Defending the Caveman, when you think about it, it is humor between husbands and wives.
Sure, yeah.
But I was there with my husband, and I have to tell you, it crosses over beautifully to my side.
Oh, I'm so glad to hear that.
There is a joke you put out there that women speak about 20,000 words a day. Mm-hmm. They don't stop talking. I think Celine did it in one show. I think Celine did it in one show.
Stuff up, yeah.
And then men speak about 7,000.
Yep.
Jason speaks about 7,000 if I'm lucky, and I'm the one who speaks about 20,000. Everyone's nodding out here like, yeah. Definitely, there are a lot of crossovers.
Sure.
For it's not gender, it's really just couples.
Yeah.
Because everybody sort of assumes a role in the relationship.
Sure.
Gatherer, hunter, all of those things that you talk about in the show are very timeless attributes of couples alike.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's always a member in a couple who wants to cuddle.
Yeah.
At night, and there's always one that's going, get over there, go away. For my wife and I, we discovered that separate blankets in the bed is the way to go. Because nobody's pulling the covers off of anybody.
This is good.
Yeah.
He doesn't sleep in any covers. I just steal them all anyway, and he doesn't need them because he runs hot. I run cold, so I just cover.
So do you put your cold feet on him
all the time?
See. It's universal.
It's universal for sure. And that's the thing about the show. When you go to the show, everybody in the audience, and first of all, you run a tight ship over there when you go. The box office girl, she's amazing.
Thank
she
you.
was everybody there was like top notch. Your lighting guy, your sound guy. He was always on cue with everything. When you threw out a clip or threw out something, it could have felt random to us. It might have been planned, but he was right on there.
Well, that's Troy Geiger.
Like Scott, because he still hasn't shown us that clip you're looking for.
Right, that'd be
Ringling
awesome.
Bros. He's not really on it. I'm just kidding. He's Scott. His name. What's his name?
Did he just tell us to go
What's your
to
guy's
hell?
name?
Troy Geiger is our tech guy.
Awesome.
He has over 8,000 sound effects in his audio library up there, and he improvises sound effects throughout the course of the show, based on whatever happens to be going on.
Yeah.
There will occasionally be, the way Caveman starts out is the character has been at a party at which all of his women friends matter-of-factly agreed men are all assholes.
Yeah.
And his take on it is, well, that can't be right. I don't think I'm an asshole. And then he gets set on the vision quest by the caveman who appears.
Yeah.
Well, there will be occasionally times when people in the audience will go, you know what? No, I don't think that's right. Yeah, it's 7,000, 20,000. I don't think that's right at all. And Troy will have sound effects to come back. Like the other night, a woman took issue with me over something, and I take it in a very fun way, and I try to Aikido it back, and I was I will make you a convert before the night is over. But this woman's going on and on and on about something, and just very faintly from the sound booth we hear,
yeah. No, I think that, because, we were at a show not too long ago before where the comedian had a real heckler in the audience. Mm-hmm. Whereas with you encourage the, talk back from everyone in the audience. But then there's that very, because I don't remember what the lady in the front row when we were there that night was saying to you too, or the couple that was saying to you, but you very evidently allow them the opportunity to say things. It might have been the same.
No,
lady.
Did you happen to be there the night the woman was talking about how men have narrow bandwidth?
Yes, that's right. And you came up with some really good quotables about that you threw back to Troy to write down.
And he did, and it's now in the show.
Yeah,
it is now in the show.
Yeah.
We have a scene where we talk. Okay, just for those who
weren't there.
Yes. We have a graphic that shows how men's and women's brains are wired. They're neural connectors.
Yeah.
Women have a zillion more connectors going between the hemispheres of their brains. Men, very few. And the woman said something about bandwidth. And so the next night, when that graphic came up, I said, I talked about the neural connectors, and I said it's like a woman has 5G Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
A man 3G Wi-Fi with only 2 bars.
Yeah.
A woman's got 5 or 6 browser tabs open. A guy's got 1, and it's constantly buffering. Now, isn't that great? See, isn't that great? And that whole thing came out of that woman saying, men have very narrow bandwidth.
And if you can really realize, because this is what he does in the show very brilliantly, is that when a woman says something, or if I say something, I guess I'm very much the woman in the relationship sometimes. When I very clearly say something to Jay, it's this buffering, stopping to kind of contemplate what you're saying.
Yeah.
And then you say, because me, I'm like, I'm buffering.
Yeah.
I'm going, it's so brilliantly done. Keely's going to go see your show. It's so brilliantly true.
Oh, thank you. Well, the whole paradigm is that in the cave times, men were hunters, women were gatherers. Different skill sets. A hunter has to focus and concentrate and block out everything while they focus on their prey, whereas the gatherers have to take in the environment, the entire environment all at once.
Yeah.
So, for a woman will often come in and say something to her man, or a gay man will say something to his husband, and the husband is locked in and focused on it. You got to tap him on the shoulder, let him come out of it and refocus.
Right.
Otherwise there's going to be confusion, and that's never good.
That is never. This is fun. Your show is every night?
Yeah.
Every night at the D.
8:40 p.m.
8:40. 8:40 p.m. because that's his prime time. And he's the best damn 8:40 show in town.
On the planet.
On the planet.
Yeah, let's go with that.
We want to remind everybody, this is going to get a little somber before the weekend, but we want to remind everybody, I just want to say something about the Manchester event we had the other day at the Ariana Grande concert, because it came up, my niece, the last concert we took my niece was to Ariana Grande.
Wow.
And now she doesn't want to see another concert again. That's her feeling right now. So, I did read recently that Ariana Grande offered to pay for everyone's funeral services in Manchester.
Oh, that's very nice.
That was affected by this. But, we're coming up to a very busy weekend in Vegas, and a very busy weekend wherever you are and wherever you're watching. Don't give up in going out and doing things. still go see concerts. Don't mind the extra added security that's there. It's there obviously for a reason. So we want to continue to remind you to love everybody out there. Be aware of your surroundings. Kevin, it was a pleasure having you on the show today.
I have a thing I have to say before we wrap up. Absolutely. I mean, if we stop doing the things that we would ordinarily want to do or go do, then we've given in.
Then they win.
And we've given up. And whoever is trying to pressure us to not be who we are in any way has won.
Yep.
You know, whether it's from without or within.
Cheers. Well, have a wonderful Memorial weekend. Baby. Thank you so much. We'll see you guys later. Bye.